All right, so we're going to put Sunshine over here. We're not going to snap so that we can make Sunshine actually stand on the ground. Uh,
Nice.
and then we're going to kind of make Sunshine say something when we were going to run over here. If we run over, collect this coin, Sunshine's going to be like, hey, what up?
Sounds like a plan.
So this should be pretty easy to put together. Please feel free to interrupt me if I do anything that you would do differently, because I don't always
Sure.
do things the most optimized way.
Two heads banging at the wall is better than one. I would say anytime.
So
So,
we're gonna make this pretty simple here. We're just gonna put a text tool over this guy's head, and he's gonna say, "Hey,
nice.
what's up?" Oh, there's no punctuation there. Hey,
He.
hey,
He.
period.
That's cool.
I don't think I have. Yeah, I don't have an apostrophe here.
Yeah,
We'll have
it's
to
a
fix the text on the phone where I can I can do more here.
Sure.
All right, but we're gonna do a few things in the text tool here. So by default, of course, this is gonna not be visible, but we do want it to be 3D text, and we want it to always face the camera because our guy, obviously this is set up, so we're just gonna run right up to him. You're usually going to be facing at him from this direction, but it's totally possible you decided to let go running over here first, and you're just like out here exploring. You like turn the camera around some, and then you want to come up to Sunshine from this direction. You still want to be able to read his text. So that's why we make that always face the camera. And then maybe the size, that's a little big. There's a small, there's the tiny. I actually think in this situation, the tiny is pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, that looks great. Are you planning on doing it so that when the player picks up the coin, or when the player comes near?
I was thinking probably just put in a collision trigger in like a ball or something and putting it right on top of the guy here. So if you come up at him from any direction,
Oh
uh,
yeah, yeah, that sounds good.
it'll work.
There's a really neat asset for this that can fit really nicely, which is like a round marquee,
Oh yeah, we
this
have
kind
that.
of this kind of ring, which is really descriptive in the sense of how it looks like instead of
The
being
circle
this solid
marquee.
ball. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
that's nice. All right, so we can put this here. What's the collision of this? Is it still kind of like ring like, or is it each one of these individual boxes?
Oh, it's a ring. Don't
Okay,
worry about that.
so
So
if we
that's
just
just
put
the
it around the
outline.
guy here, this is just a visual. All right, cool.
Hmm.
So we're gonna do a few things here. First, I think our guy here, he probably wants a physical, so that we can't walk through. And then, of course,
Yeah,
this
let's let the unicorn dude be at the same realm of physicality.
exactly. So this we don't want to see that. It doesn't need any shadows. It also does need a physical though, and then it's also going to want to have a collision trigger here.
Yeah. You wanna care to explain why it needs the physical?
So essentially, if it doesn't have a physical, there's nothing to collide with, so the collision trigger won't work. Is maybe the simplest answer.
Yeah, yeah. It's really this game industry like way of making these things happen, but it just requires that. And the physical oftentimes needs to be set as a sensor, so the player won't actually like
That's
uh,
true. I
not be
probably
able
should
to
have
go
done that.
through it.
So we do need to turn
So
this on the sensor because it's going to be a collision trigger, and we don't want it to actually block us from approaching Sunshine here. Okay, so I mean that's the basic setup. We got it right here. So now we're just going to
yeah,
take our collision trigger. It's going to be triggered by green because that's the color of our homie. And then on the collision, let's say we're going to just activation visible on, and then maybe for fun we'll change this guy's animation into a, do we have a wave here? A wave.
there we go.
So there we go. And now when we play, we're going to approach here. Boom. And he's like, hey, what's up?
Nice.
And we're like, what's going on, dude? All right, check you later. And
That's great.
we could maybe make this a little bit more dynamic so that when we walk away, he shuts up. And so
That makes sense.
that would be on collision end. We're going to just go take this and we're going to turn the visibility off. And on collision end, the skinned animation is going to go back to standing idle.
Okay, that seems fairly simple to achieve. Like
Boom.
you did this
Here we
so
go.
fast, and it even looks really fun. Hey,
Oh,
what's
hey,
up?
what's up?
And
Hey,
our
what's up?
silent protagonist here obviously
Hey, what's
doesn't
up?
give a damn.
Do we want to make it more complicated? We could maybe start to randomize what he says.
If we wanna go through that road, now let's inform our crew and here that there will be much better dialogue systems in the future coming to HypeHype.
Yeah.
But for now, the only way you would
It is.
probably be
It's a
doing
little
that,
clunky at the moment,
yeah,
to be
yeah.
honest.
So
I've done it a
not
little
the
bit.
best example, like.
So yeah, maybe we'll skip
for
the
future.
random dialogue for now. For now, we'll keep it pretty simple. What I am
Yeah.
going to do here is I'm just going to even these out so that I can get everybody. This is going to be 2. Boom, and
That
this will
sounds
be
great.
-7. All right, so now the next thing we're going to do, though. So again, we have this situation where if we want to, we can go this way. And we can come at Sunshine here from behind. And now he's like, hey, what's up? But we're behind him.
Well, he seems to be some sort of like a omnipotent creature of all knowledge.
Yes. I mean, he is a
All-seeing.
horse. I guess they have like a much wider peripheral vision than humans do. But
Sure, that's true. But if it wasn't a horse, it would still do that. So let's fix
yes.
that.
So now we're going to fix that. So we are going to take a look at. And now this is going to, well, actually, let's see. Where's look at is in actions. There we go. So we're going to take a look at here. Now what I'm not sure about in the look at is because this guy, usually I start everything kind of like parallel with the world coordinates, but this guy's kind of at an angle here.
Sure.
So I'm not entirely sure how to point the look at, but we'll figure it out. So the rotating target is going to be this guy here, our Sunshine, and the look at target is going to be Ping running around over here. This is going to always be on. We're going to do local rotate, maybe?
You don't need to ask the
No?
local if you wanted to have the unicorn be somehow tilted so that it's not like feet on the ground, head pointing up. If it was
Okay.
differently, then you would like you would any Earth is a little bit tilted.
Right.
If you wanted like Africa pointing Mars always, then you would want to use the local rotate there. But yeah, other than that, it doesn't really matter here.
Okay, so since we're
But the
just going to
free
be
rotate-
rotating on one angle,
Yeah, but the free rotate there, that's the key.
we do need to turn
Because
that off as well.
If it was, you can show an example how it would look like anyway. But hey,
Sure. Let's start with it off. We can see. So I mean that was a pretty quick setup there. Is it working? And it is working. Look at this. Look at that. Although he's turning
it is
really
just a little bit slow.
really slowly. So let's go in and we can adjust that a little bit. So that's gonna be speed here. Let's like double that. And dampening. Well, dampening I guess it doesn't. It's pretty low, so we don't need to make the dampening higher if we want him to go faster. But there you go. Now he's tracking us a little bit faster.
Yeah, the dampening is doing some magic there. If it was one or something similar, it would be probably faster at turning, but that's fine. Yeah. Hey,
So
what's up?
now he's always looking when we go say what's up to Sunshine. Always there, looking at us. Cool. Thanks, dude.
Very cute.